What is up, everybody? It's Coaster Pete here, aka Peter, from Club Coaster, coming back with another time-lapse here of Oak Point. That's right, Oak Point Part 17. So, in this time-lapse, we'll be working on some general construction updates around the park, and also, we'll be working on, we'll probably be working on the new centerpiece for this park. The new centerpiece for Oak Point. Yeah, by the way, I kind of, for some reason, I kind of decided to get rid of that, I kind of decided to get rid of the big wheel. I kind of decided to get rid of the big wheel, the Ferris wheel, which was originally going to be named Oak Wheel, and because the reason why is because I thought the Ferris wheel wasn't really that big of it wasn't very iconic enough. I kind of thought basically, I've technically thought, but by the way, I didn't want to copy Royal Valley too much, to copy Royal Valley, and it would be too similar to Royal Valley. But also, I kind of wanted to I kind of wanted to make something more iconic, what I never added to any of my parks before. What Club Coaster Entertainment have never added into any of his parks before. So, by the way, that would be an Intamin observation deck, and also with custom ride skin. That's right, Intamin observation deck with custom ride skin. So basically, I've kind of wanted to make something I kind of wanted to inspire it off of kind of the rectangular version of Sky Tower at Six Flags Magic Mountain, kind of a more rectangular version. I'm making an Intamin, one of the main things I'm working on here is an Intamin observation tower, and right now, as you see here, is there a place those plaza facilities, but instead I decided to make some facades just for decoration. I decided to make facades for generation along the midway. Along the midway, I decided to add some facades, and just for decoration, yeah, it'd probably be used for something in real life, I don't know, maybe mazes during Horror Night, mazes during Halloween events, mazes during the October events, we never know, man. But as you see here, I'm working on some facades just for decoration, and I'm trying to make, it's still going to be a generic amusement park, yeah, but still want to make facades just to make the plaza look nice, just to make the midway look nice, yeah, I might be adding some things in there. I might be using them for something if it were to be in real life. We never know. But so by the way, about the Intamin observation base with the Intamin observation tower though, I decided to make I think I might call it the Oak Tower. We never know. I might just call it Sky Tower. We never know. But I kind of thought, a really tall Intamin observation Intamin observation tower would be something more iconic, and to be a little bit more realistic, I kind of decided to add, I did want to make it functional, so guests actually come in it, so guests actually go in it, I decided to add a real in-game observation tower, then make some ride skin, something very similar, basically ride skin, for it to resemble a Sky Tower, to resemble a real observation tower. yeah, like, so by the way, I kind of did want to color it black, to paint it black, to paint the observation tower and the ride skin that goes with it black, but, and also, I've actually lit it up. I've also added lighting to it. For lighting, I just basically added some simple light bulbs. Like, you know, because I didn't want to make it too fancy. I didn't want to make it, generic lighting, you know? Yeah, yeah, definitely. So I'm trying to make it realistic, trying to make it like a little bit to be a little bit more unique. I decided to like make an observation deck, like kind of trying to make I was attempting to make ride skin for the observation deck. This is actually my first time I'm still a noob at making observation decks. This is my first time I actually even made rides an observation tower, added one to my parks. Like, it's the first time I've ever like made one for custom ride skin for the observation tower, and I'm just kind of planning to add it to the Steam Workshop. I might be adding, I might be adding this observation tower with ride skin to Steam Workshop in the near future. We never know. Might add to the Steam Workshop. And maybe, yeah, so over here I'm actually working on some custom lighting over here, yeah, and also, I'm just using some simple generic lighting though. I'm not trying to make it like colorful lighting, but I'm just using some generic light bulbs. Yeah, so, and also I did start to make the queue line, the observation deck, and also, I didn't want to make it more iconic than that old Ferris wheel that was here. I did want to make it something way more iconic to the park. Yeah, to give it like an icon, you know? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and also I decided, by the way, is like, I've actually designed I did, one of my construction updates one of my construction updates I've done was for the queue line, for the queue of Steel Bull, I've actually decided to add, for the queue line of Steel Bull, I've actually decided to add canopies to Steel Bull's queue line. Yeah, like, so guests can get shade. So humans can get shade. Yeah, definitely, so humans can get shade. So they wouldn't have to, like, die in sweat, you know? So, like, guests can get shade. Yeah, definitely. Especially on the hot summer months. Like, I might be adding mist to the queue lines too. We never know, just for hot summer months. Just when it's, like, really hot outside, they would work. Yeah, and also, yeah, and, well, off screen, I've actually been, to kind of modernize Great Spirit, kind of modernize B&M Flying Coaster, Great Spirit, and, I did modernize B&M Flying Coaster, Great Spirit off camera, off screen, and kind of modernize, like, the layout a little bit, and I also done, remodel the queue line, and, modernized the queue line, and I've also modernized the station loading platform building. Yeah, yeah, definitely, but you'll see, but in this time lapse, you'll basically see, you'll basically see in this time lapse, me working on the queue line, updating the queue line for Steel Bull, which is the RMC Hyper Hybrid coaster at this park. It's a Rockabye Construction Hyper Hybrid coaster. For the canopies, for the canopies and the queue line for Steel Bull, I've actually decided I want to make like very generic like wooden canopies, like very generic canopies made from wood. Yeah, definitely made from wood. Wooden canopies, of course, and also, well, by the way, based on the park itself, based on Oak Point itself, I have a lot more to do in this park yet. Like, I still have a lot more to do. Like, I still have to be filling in I still have a lot of gaps to be filling. I still have a lot of gaps to fill, and I think I also probably have, like, perimeter fences I need to do. And, like, perimeter fences around the coasters, and around some of the coasters, and I still have a lot of detailing I need to do, and yeah, definitely. And also, I have a lot of, yeah, so like, and also, I have lots of, yeah, well, by the way, I think I have a lot more shops to add, like a lot more dining areas to add, and etc. Yeah. And also, I've actually wanted to, like, I kind of want to make, I want to make a few more roller coasters in this park. Like, I have quite a few more coasters to add in this park before opening day. If I'm to think about opening up the park. Like, I think I still want to add several more coasters because, trust me, definitely, like, my goal is to make this park coaster heavy. To make Oak Point coaster heavy, I still want to make it. I do still want to make this park coaster heavy, like I said. Yeah, and also, well, it's all to stay in this time lapse and enjoy the rest of the time lapse of Oak Point, Part 17. Signing off. Club Coaster here, signing off.